Okay. The lighting is crazy in this place. Okay. Hi, I'm Persis Westbrooks. You left a comment. Well, I wouldn't say a comment. You left the dang near a novel in my comment section. I was gonna do the same and just like completely destroy my fingers trying to type to you, but instead, I will read your comments and respond to them as such. And okay, so. Whew. Let's get started. Okay, first, let me put the. I'm using my phone right now. You said, I am black. Good for you. I lived in poverty without a father. Well, my dad wasn't really around either. Good thing I got an awesome mother. But he says, I know many like myself. What's going on, Ma? Oh, that's gross. She said, I know many like myself that got out of that crap hole, doing my best to get people like me out of that awful living structure. Just because you got to live well does not mean you are the example of majority of black and women. Let's stop right there. I did not live well. I was not rich. I lived in a trailer. My mom worked at Dairy Queen. I worked at KFC. We just made the best of what we had. I'm not saying we were poor. I'm not saying we were rich. I'm just saying we made the best of what we had. I didn't say I was poor. Okay. And I didn't say I was rich as well. Okay. Just because you got to live well does not mean you're blah, blah, blah. And LOL, I think you have a high school. LOL, if you think high school valedictorian would justify anything, I have a BA in U.S. history. Good for you. MA in mechanic and computer science. Congratulations. Mechatronics, engineering. You seem to know the S word and follow actors than actual facts. We are around to 14 to 7% of the United States, and our people are around 40% of violent crimes. Let me stop right there. Yes, we are 17% of the United States, the second most highest percent, and we're 40% of the crimes. White people are the most percent, and they cause the most crimes. White people cause the most crime. White people cause white people cause more crimes than black people. Why? Because there's more white people. And the second most amount of people is black people. We call the second most amount of black people. And the third most amount of crime is Hispanics. They cause the third most amount of crime. It's just all numbers and charts and how many people live in America, how many people live, and the racial factor of what it is. I'm probably just not understanding. I'm not writing a script, so when violent crimes the United of our people cause around 40% of violent crimes to our own and others, not including cops. Yes, black people do cause crime to themselves, just like white people cause crime to themselves. They love to say how black people cause more crimes in the black community than anybody else. That's true. Just like white people cause more crime in the white community because white people live closer together, so they're more likely to cause crime to each other. And black people live closer together, so we're most likely to cause crime to each other. And Hispanics live closer together, so Hispanics are most likely to cause crime to each other. I mean, it's all who you live by. I live by black people. I'm most likely to get called by black people. If there's a refrigerator hanging over my head, it's most likely that if it falls, it's going to hit me than it is the guy beside me. You get what I'm saying, guy? You get what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Where are we? This is where you got rude and mean. Making reaction videos is not helping anyone except showing your stupidity of high school, the stupidity of your high school by giving you valedictorian. Now that hurt me, man, because I worked pretty hard to be valedictorian since my 9th grade to my senior year. I thought I deserved it, but I worked pretty hard to get that valedictorian slot, man. I feel that's messed up for you to say I was stupid high school. I mean, I worked hard to get it. I worked hard. No one gave me anything. No one gave me anything. I worked hard to become a valedictorian. And that's something I take very serious, and it's something I'm very proud of because I was the first valedictorian of my black valedictorian of my school. That's something I'm very proud of. And for you to say that, not even knowing me, not even knowing my high school, is really messed up. You being a black man, you should be proud that another black person has getting valedictorian, and instead doubting me of saying that I was someone just gave it to me. I mean, how's that progressive to black people if a valedictorian is black and you denying that I was actually a valedictorian? How does that work? How does you want black people to do better when black people done better? You doubt that they actually made it that way fair. let's keep going. Yeah, you said making a reaction video is not helping anyone except showing the stupidity of your high school for giving me valedictorian for something I may not have deserved. I have witnessed in your age students getting awards for absolutely nothing. What did you show in this video that you would disprove of the poverty of the majority of blacks? I disagree with that. I believe black people are extremely poor due to the circumstances that we've been given up to, and I believe white people are extremely poor because when they're exposed to circumstances. And the thing is, I don't believe most black people are poor. I do not believe that in any circumstances at all. Ma, do you believe most black people are poor? Ma, do you believe most black people are poor? She, 1 second. I said, do you believe most black people are poor? Okay, I just asked my 46-year-old mother and my 80-something-year-old grandmother, and they said no. So they have more experience than you. They live longer than you. They know more black people than you. They probably watch more C-SPAN and news than you. And I'm pretty sure most black people are not poor, my man. I live around black people my entire life, and yes, we lived in trailers and we lived in everything like that. It doesn't mean we were poor. We worked with the circumstances we had. I'm sorry you were poor. I don't know what you would call poor, but maybe you can do a reaction video to what I've done, and this kind of do the same thing I've done. Instead of putting long books in the comment section, maybe you can make a video in response to what I'm doing, like I'm doing you. Putting a little knowledge in your mind. Okay. What did you show in your video that you would disprove the majority of blacks in the United States, not because of racism in today's time, but from your own culture in which we decide it's alright to destroy family values by glorifying gangster ideology in our streets? Glorifying music that teaches us nothing, glorifying actors that are right in front of you, pushing a narrative they do not even understand. I'm not saying vote Trump. What I will say is, why vote under a system that has promoted this awful culture that is keeping our own selves down?